भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परम ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम सञ्जीवयधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरण श्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आसार परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षे सूतमहामुने शौनकादृषिभ्यो अत्र्यादृषिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो श्रीदक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमत्स्यादिअवतारेभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती समेत श्री आदिपराशक्तिमात्रे नमः। माता पितृदेवताभ्यो नमः। आदिशंकराचार्यवर्यादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। Today is Mahashivaratri. So we'll just chant one stotram, Lingashtakam. It includes everything. Om Brahma Murari Surarchita Lingam Nirmala Bhasita Shobhita Lingam Janma Jadukha Vinashaka Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shiva Lingam Deva Muni Pravararchita Lingam Kamadhana Karunakara Lingam Ravana Darpa Vinashana Lingam तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगं सर्वसुगन्धसुलेपितलिंगं बुद्धिविवर्धनकारणलिंगं सिद्धसुरासुरवन्दितलिंगं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगं कनकमहामणिभूषितलिंगं फणिपतिवेष्टितशोभितलिंगं दक्षसुयज्ञविनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं कुङ्कुमचन्दनलेपितलिङ्गं पङ्कजहारसुशोभितलिङ्गं सञ्चितपापविनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं देवगणार्चितसेवितलिङ्गं भावैर्भक्तिभिरेव च लिङ्गं दिनकरकोटिप्रभाकरलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् अष्टदलोपरिवेष्टितलिङ्गं सर्वसमुद्भवकारणलिङ्गम् अष्टदरिद्रविनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् सुरगुरुसुरवरपूजितलिङ्गं सुरवनपुष्पसदार्चितलिङ्गं परात्परं परमात्मकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् लिङ्गाष्टकमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् शिवसन्निधौ शिवलोकमवाप्नोति शिवेन सह मोदते। त्र्यंबकम 3 times, नमस्ते अस्तु 3 times, नमस्ताराय 3 times, ओम नमः शिवाय 11 times. First नमस्ते अस्तु। ओम नमस्ते अस्तु भगवान् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्रयंबकाय त्रिपुरांतकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। ॐ नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। ॐ नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय 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 ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय। ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादश स्कन्धः मुक्तिर्हित्वान्यथा रूपम स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः। अथ एकादश स्कन्धः अथ एकोनविंशोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच। Let us chant from mantra number 21. आदरः परिचर्यायां सर्वाङ्गैरभिवन्दनं मद्भक्तपूजाभ्यधिका सर्वभूतेषु मन्मतिः मदर्थेषु अङ्गचेष्टा च वचसा मद्गुणैरणं मय्यर्पणं च मनसः सर्वकामविवर्जनं मदर्थेऽर्थपरित्यागः भोगस्य च सुखस्य च इष्टं दत्तं हुतं जप्तं मदर्थं यद्व्रतं तवः। एवं धर्मैर्मनुष्याणाम् उद्धवात्मनिवेदिनां मयि सञ्जायते भक्तिः कोऽन्योऽर्थोऽस्यावशिष्यते। यदात्मनि अर्पितं चित्तं शान्तं सत्त्वोपबृंहितं धर्मं ज्ञानं सवैराग्यम् ऐश्वर्यं चाभिपद्यते। यदर्पितं तद्विकल्पे इन्द्रियैः परिधावते रजस्वलं चासन्निष्ठं चित्तं विद्धि विपर्ययम्। धर्मो मद्भक्तिकृत् प्रोक्तः ज्ञानं चैकात्म्यदर्शनं गुणेषु असङ्गो वैराग्यम् ऐश्वर्यं चाणिमादयः। उद्धव उवाच। यमः कतिविधः प्रोक्तः नियमो वारिकर्षण कः शमः को दमः कृष्ण का तितिक्षा धृतिः प्रभो। किं दानं किं तपः शौर्यं किं सत्यमृतमुच्यते कस्त्यागः किं धनं चेष्टं को यज्ञः का च दक्षिणा पुंसः किं स्विद्बलं श्रीमन् भगो लाभश्च केशव का विद्या ह्रीः परा का श्रीः किं सुखं दुःखमेव च कः पण्डितः कश्च मूर्खः कः पन्था उत्पथश्च कः स्वर्गो नरकः कः स्वित् को बन्धुरुत किं गृहम् क आढ्यः को दरिद्रो वा कृपणः कः क ईश्वरः एतान् प्रश्नान् मम ब्रूहि विपरीतांश्च सत्पथे श्रीभगवानुवाच अहिंसा सत्यमस्तेयम् असङ्गो ह्रीरसंशयः आस्तिक्यं ब्रह्मचर्यं च मौनं स्थैर्यं क्षमा भयं शौचं जपस्तपो होमः श्रद्धातिथ्यं मदर्चनं तीर्थाटनं परार्थेह तुष्टिराचार्यसेवनम् एते यमाः सनियमाः उभयोर्द्वादश स्मृताः पुंसामुपासितास्तात यथा कामं दुहन्ति हि शमो मन्निष्ठता बुद्धेः दम इन्द्रियसंयमः तितिक्षा दुःखसम्मर्षः जिह्वोपस्थजयोद्धृतिः दण्डन्यासः परं दानं कामत्यागस्तपः स्मृतम् स्वभावविजयः शौर्यं सत्यं च समदर्शनम् ऋतं च सूनृता वाणी कविभिः परिकीर्तिता कर्मसु असङ्गमः शौचं त्यागः सन्न्यास उच्यते धर्म इष्टं धनं नॄणां यज्ञोऽहं भगवत्तमः दक्षिणाज्ञानसन्देशः प्राणायामः परं बलं भगोम ऐश्वरो भावः लाभो मद्भक्तिरुत्तमः विद्यात्मनिभिदाबाधः जुगुप्सा ह्रीरकर्मसो श्रीर्गुणानैरपेक्ष्याद्याः सुखं दुःखसुखात्ययः दुःखं कामसुखापेक्षा पंडितो बन्धमोक्षविद मूर्खो देहादि अहं बुद्धिः पन्थामन्निगमः स्मृतः उत्पथश्चित्तविक्षेपः स्वर्गः सत्त्वगुणोदयः नरकस्तम उन्नाहः बन्धुर्गुरुरहं सखे गृहं शरीरं मानुष्यं गुणाढ्यो हि आढ्य उच्यते दरिद्रो यस्तु असन्तुष्टः कृपणो यो अजितेन्द्रियः गुणेषु असक्तधीरीशः गुणसङ्गो विपर्ययः एत उद्धवते प्रश्नाः सर्वे साधु निरूपिताः किं वर्णितेन बहुना लक्षणं गुणदोषयोः गुणदोषदृशिर्दोषः गुणस्तु भयवर्जितः गुणदोषदृशिर्दोषः गुणस्तु भयवर्जितः इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायाम् 11 स्कन्धे 19विंशोऽध्यायः। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, श्री भागवत शरणं मम, श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम, श्री सूत शरणं मम, श्री शुकदेव शरणं मम, श्री व्यास शरणं मम, श्री नारद शरणं मम, श्री कुमार शरणं मम, श्री ब्रह्मा शरणं मम, श्री परब्रह्म शरणं मम, श्री विष्णु शरणं मम, श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, शरणं मम, शरणं मम। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। ओम मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। ओम कृष्णप्रियं सकलकल्मषनाशनं च मुक्त्यकहेतुमिह भक्तिविलासकारी सन्तः कथानकमिदं पिबतादरेण लोकैः तीर्थपरिशीलनसेवया किम्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad-Bhagavata Mahapuranam Ekadasha Skandha Muktiritva Anyatha Rupama Sarubena Vyavasthidehe Atha Ekonavimshodhyayah Shri Bhagavan Hari Om. Salutations to the Lord, the Guru Parampara. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaratri, Shubha. Wishes and prayers for every one of you. May the Shiva Tattva happen in your hearts every moment. Like in the world also, when somebody helps, then also the work happens. Blindly also sometimes we can do and achieve some things. But always more better, perfect than these two. That doing something blindly or being helped by others is our own clarity, our own understanding of every subject, every aspect, every activity. And it needs efforts. Else, the world life will always be chaotic. Like if you see the Ukraine, how the children, youth of every nation who went there for study are suffering. One of the Indian boys died today. How conflicting, confusing it is, where to go, what to go. Chaotic it is. How to save life. Even for India now, should we fight with Russia? Tell them that we will blackmail you by hiding your own Russian people, whoever are there in India. इन सबको अंदर करके बोलो stop the युद्ध till all Indians come back. Then you do whatever you want बाद में. We have to save first our nationals. Then everybody is precious for us, no doubt, but our Indians. Now all these confusions. But I'm just giving an example. Every aspect, everything can be simply done, perfectly done, done with the help of others. To do it perfectly, we have to have more and more understanding. Whether it's a job, whether it's a cooking, whether it's a driving, whether it's a swimming, whether it is a part of a organization, a membership, a responsibility given. And the more you deeply go into that, the more perfect you become. With more perfection, performance would be better. In the same way, in spiritual sadhana also, every aspect has to be thoroughly understood. Then only we do the sadhana. Means what? First, what is deha? Why it is given? What it is containing? How we have to relate with it? What is the meaning of bondage with the deha? What is the meaning of liberation? Now, each of the things has to be pakka understood like a doctor understands the anatomy, physiology, the chemistry, and how the medicines work, etc. Is it not a rifle? You have to know exactly how it works. Any of the machinery you got home, कोई घर के काम का, तो आपको पता होना है how to use that washing machine. You understand? Grinder, anything. In the same way, in life also, what is the meaning of karma yoga? The things have to be clear. Then they have to be consciously done in our lives, practiced in our life, that we experience them. First, understand each of the aspects, then the binding karnas, then how to get out of them, what is sadhana for liberation, and we have to involve in them. Otherwise, it is chaotic, it is conflict, it is confusing. It is like a market uncontrolled, unruly. Anybody comes, goes, anybody shouts, anybody buys or sells, as if there is no random any system is there. And this is a highest maturity, which will require some hundreds of lives to learn each one of them. That's why little by little only we get mukti. Even sometime the mukti comes by grace of Guru and God, the Atma Jnana. But other things, again, as regards the Vyavahara, he'll have to learn, he'll have to study the books and intricacies he may not know. He'll have to again learn them. He may learn easily because of Atma Jnana, but he'll have to. That's why every Brahmagnani need not know all sciences, technologies. Sometimes some of them can't even speak. You can see. These in a Jnana Nishta. But then unko bolo ek lecture do. So any topic, he will talk without proper grammar or step by step. But he is in the experience. So that is different, this is different. Sometimes somebody is very perfect in lecture baji and all, but about the experience, they are still at the grass level. All that put together is what? In spirituality, whatever main sadhanas, once we cull them out or note them, each of them have to be thoroughly understood and practiced. Having known it very clearly, only the great masters like Adi Shankara have given us the simple text of Prakarana Granthas. If you see that Tattva Bodha, in the entire world universe, there's no simple and complete text like that in which everything from the LKG to PhD, everything told regarding Bandhanam and Moksha. How wonderfully just spoon feeding he does. One by one sentence, one by one word. So too in his sadhana panchakam. Vedo nityam adhoyatam tad uditam karma sushtu anushtiyatam tena ishasya vidhiyatam apachitihi kame matistya. Perfect. So to Gita, Arjuna Vishada. Why Vishada came? What is the first step to come out of the Vishada? Sankhya. Keep the Lord as ultimate goal. Then only, not only temporary, but permanently you'll come out of the Vishada. Of course, step by step. So kept the goal as Sankhya. Where to start? Where do you stay? I'm in Karma Kshetra. To start from Karma Yoga. See the step by step. Then in your knowledge that you don't need anything to be happy, slowly start giving up Karma Phala. Then you become Jnana Karma Sannyasa. Then Karma Sannyasa. Then test all that in your Dhyanam. Then find Lord's presence in the world, in the Parapara, Prakriti and beyond. Then in the Rajavidya, Rajaguhya, then practice vibhutis, then visualize everything in the Lord. Then the real devotion where you apply your mind, intellect, chitta, ahankara in devotion to the Lord. Then comes the little subtle knowledge aspect of Kshetra, Kshetrajna. Then you will understand Maya, how it works with three Prakritis. And then you will see the essence of all Shastras, how the Lord's permeation everywhere. Then the Daiva Guna, Sasura Guna, Shraddha. You will see systematically Bhagavan put. Only we have to go through and study it like that. So here also in our Adhyatmika sadhana, a long time the chaos, confusions remain. All heard, even 20, 30 years we are with the Guru. Still every moment my kya karu. Sometimes kya karu may not be doubtful because you are doing something. But kaise karu, kyo karu, that will be always forgotten. Like I'm doing japa, but how to do japa, what for to do japa, should be every moment remembered while doing japa. But 99% in the beginning days, so we do japa, but what for and how to forget it. There, the coordination between the telling of the beads, the chanting with the mouth, the attention of the mind, understanding the intellect, then feeling that bhava, all of that put together is that japa, no? And all of them are for what? To individually divinize and mutually coordinate and make them all single pointed toward the Lord. But how many times did we do japa like that? But we just do it. We just do puja. We just do Shivaratri, go to the temple, Om Namah Shivaya, Nariyal bod ke aa jate hain. But where is the clarity? Why we are raising this point only to say how at the lowest level of understanding we have regarding sadhana, how much we have to mature in knowing one by one. That requires that amount of time to be spent, mind's attention to be spent. You have to refer like a scholarly person who becomes scholar by going to a library, referring to 10 books on one subject and culls out all the essence and then digests for himself. In that way, we have to become thorough. That is the genuine way of studying Shastra. If we can really do that, then our mind intellect get fully expanded in understanding. And what is the sign of such person's understanding? Every moment of his life is fully aware, as I said, what he is doing and what for, and where he is staying at that time. Whether he is working physically or working vocally or working emotionally, he is fully aware what exactly happening is that is toward the goal or not. Not even moment, even his nidra, even his every moment he is aware. He is the highest level of sadhaka. Not even one movement of the body, one spandana of the chitta leading to the thoughts will happen without his conscious alert presence, awareness. That's called sadhana. Right now, our intellect is 100 directions gone, mind also. That's called vikshepa. Somehow we pull it and try to put it on a work. एक सेकंड 2 सेकंड रहता है फिर से पता नहीं भाग जाता है. That way, we have not enjoyed even looking at a tulsi plant so far in our life because we were not there while looking at it. Somewhere the mind has gone. Looking at the entire tree, little branches, sub branches, the leaves, the fragrance in them, the medicinal value, the divinity of that, and seeing in and through that the presence of Lord, His contribution to the world through that plant. Seeing that way is called seeing Tulsi plant. We have not seen the moon completely. His presence, his rotation, his revolution is giving the coolness of these rays as well as nourishing, giving the taste to all the aushadhis. How many times did we see moon like that? We have never seen the rivers flow, enjoyed. We have never seen a rain enjoyingly, thoroughly. 2 मिनट आगे बाहर बंद करके चले गए रूम में, बारिश हो रही है. It's a different art of fully getting drenched in the rain and going away and looking at it, how the clouds are dashing with each other, or the condensed water is getting liquefied and coming down. Oh, देखो, what is the thing we have enjoyed? We have not enjoyed even a small, cute child's smile also. The beauty in that, again, the divinity in that, the innocence in that, the purity in that child. We have not enjoyed our coffee properly. It's a meditation. To be able to make proper coffee and sip little by little and feeling that even joy at every sip also is meditation. These are all yogas. A yogi enjoys the coffee as much as the withdrawal from the coffee equally, fully. This should be our goal, aim. And if that becomes our goal and aim, and we are working towards that, I tell you, automatically the entire struggle, worry, samsara goes away because we are not attending to that. Keeping that in mind only while departing before that, Lord Krishna through Uddhava giving us all sadhanas in detail. It's our duty and job to go through them, to digest them, to understand them. We have to apply ourselves. करना पड़ता है अपने आप को, तभी जाकर उसका मौजा मजा आएगा. Okay, so we are now in 19th chapter of 11th Skandha. From Lord Krishna we heard about Jnana and Sara, now the Bhakti. In that Bhakti also so many beautiful steps we have. Yesterday we have come up to 22. Madartheshu Angacheshta cha. Madartheshu Angacheshta. Don't be a stubborn non-performer when an activity has to be done for the sake of Lord. Madartheshu Angacheshta. In other words, the Anga Chesta should not be if it is not Bhagavat Sambandhita Karya. These are some rules we have to make. Like first thing I get up morning is just namaskar to the Lord. Before I go to office, I salute my parents. If they are alive or not, I look at their photo and namaskar. Before taking the food, I remember the Anna Devata, Anna Purana. Offer it to Pitur Devatas and all of them. Before sleep also I just pray to the Lord. Some rules we have to keep in our life. So too, I'll not take food without bath. I'll not take food in anybody's house if they make food without bath and doing some pasana. So too, I won't take food without offering it to the Lord. These are the ones which regulate, control our faculties, and also then we are become little purified and divine in all those things. These are all beautiful things. And we, because of one or two blind faiths, we considered everything as blind faith and we left everything. एक दो हो सकते होंगे, बट सब कुछ नहीं ना. सब में योग है, भक्ति है, शास्त्र है, साइंस है. We must know. One of them is Madartheshu Anga Cheshta. Means what? All my Karmendriya, Jnanendriyas will do a Cheshta, Mad Artha, in the activities related to Lord, pleasing the Lord. Okay, and sometimes Lord Himself places us in some or the other position. For that matter, every one of us are placed in our respective positions by the Lord only. So all our Anga Cheshta in doing these works should be dedicated to the Lord only. बोथ वेज। केवल भगवत संबंधित कार्यों में ही हमारे अंग प्रत्यंगों की चेष्टा होना है, नहीं तो एक जगह बैठ जाओ। दैट इज वन ऑप्शन। अनदर इज व्हाट, even the duties which are supposed to do inevitably, while doing the anga chesta of all of that madartha, I am doing it for the Lord. It simply make only naivedya for the Lord, or any food you make, first offer it to the Lord. So go only to the temple, or wherever you go to a good place and consider there also it is Lord's presence. Madartheshu anga chesta. Then when you feel the meaning of it, then you start doing it. Then you will see how the Lord is occupying our lives, every personality. That's called devotion. And you should be able to enjoying that, offering to the Lord everything and giving Him the place to stay. When you love someone, you give Him place to stay in your house, in your heart. So the love to the Lord is giving place to Him. Then the things, in Vedanta, kaho yoga ya kaho bhakti, kaho ashtanga yoga jnana, unfortunately, वो compulsions नहीं है, because it cannot be. It's we only have to discover the benefit of them and the joy in them and the ability to do them. Left to ourselves, अरे मैं भगवान को चढ़ाऊंगा, खा लिए हैं, हम लक्की भी इनाम तो नहीं खा रहे भगवान, इसलिए बच गए। अगर if he starts eating, मेरे लिए कुछ रहेगा ही नहीं. So he's not a devotee at all. Remember, joy is only in Parabrahma Paramatma, in Parabhakti. In all other sadhanas, we have to slowly discover the joy because they are all leading to that goal. And do it joyfully, like this class. Knowing the truth is joyful, but taking the class or listening to the class is very tough. It's not joy. I have to make it joyful. I have to find the joy in it. How? Because this is leading to that. Otherwise, what a headache it is every day, coming morning, evening. Even Shivaratri ke din bhi koi chutti nahi hai. You understand? So here, Madartheshu Anga Chesta is a discovery in ourselves. Left to ourselves, we'll have the Anga Chesta and Sukha in our own Swa Artha or Para Artha, not Bhagavad Artha. That's what everybody is doing. If it is joyful and if it is automatic, everybody would have done that only. Neither it is automatic nor joyful. We have to involve in that consciously and we have to find joy in it. We have to discover joy in that. And because how to discover? All of that leads to the inner purification, inner expansion, and inner subtlety and inner discovery of the God in that way. So, Madartheshu Artha Pardartheshu Angacheshta, the next name is Vachasa Mad Guna Iranam. With the mouth, we have to do the speaking of Bhagavad Guna only, not our Guna, not the Jagat Guna. Because whosoever gunas you describe about, they will take possession of your heart. Later on, it leads to either attachment or hatred or jealousy. All of that is a cause of bandhanam called dukkha. Madguna hiranam only. Not if I do my own guna, then I become arrogant about myself. If I do your guna, either I'll attach to you or I may feel jealous. Both are dukkha. Thing remaining the same, happening remaining the same, say that it is Bhagavan's Krupa. Thereafter, through that person, so that person also duly acknowledged or thanked. The beauty is one, every Vyavahara should remind us the Lord, not making us forget the Lord and remember the Jagat. The first one is sadhana, second is bandhana. Every activity, when it makes us forget Lord and remember things and beings of people of the world, we are binding. Every, how much our worldly activity it may be, if it reminds us of the God, we are sadhak. And don't have the doubt about Bhagavan. Bhagavan is Atma Swarupa. Bhagavan is Brahma Swarupa. Means he is a Satchidananda. Bhagavan is Sarva Shaktiman, Sarva Vyapaka Ishvara. Bhagavan is Srushti Sthiti Laya Karaka. Bhagavan is Avatara. Bhagavan is Ishtadeva. Bhagavan Shakti Shali. Therefore, the one who is with us to help us in whatever the way we want. That way, never ever forget the definitions of Lord. Among all of that, at this grossest level, we need the Lord who is in the Avatara Rupa or the Ishta Rupa. And him we go on praying. He may or may not give darshan, like VVIPs. They may not give darshan. But if the letter goes to them of application or anything, they'll sanction it. They'll appoint someone, देख लो इसमें क्या बात है कर दो. काम हो जाएगा ना. So to this my Ishtadeva, Shiva, Rama, Krishna, I will apply. Be aware of it. Don't be vague. अदरवाइज किसको आप एड्रेस कर रहे हो लेटर लिखोगे तो अनएड्रेस करके फाड़ देंगे पोस्ट ऑफिस में. Is it not? At least you write your address, it comes back to you. 5 रुपए लगा के हो 10 रुपए तो आपने एड्रेस नहीं लिखा 10 रुपए दो इनसे. Addressing. Every moment you must be like Om Namah Shivaya when I am chanting. Who is that Shiva? You must know. That is Brahma Tattva, Ishvara Tattva, Avatara Rupa, and my Ishtadeva, whom I am asking now. Please quieten my mind, remove the impurities, make me subtle, make me deeper in not only understanding Siddhanta of Vedanta, but make me enter into the sadhana of it to experience it. The one who can help me in this regard, that is Shiva. You want to see him Rupa Nama? You see him in the picture. You want to see him flesh and blood? Then you need to deserve. That has its own upasana, stotras. In Ekanta, you go and do a lot, he'll come, give darshan, he'll go. Then it will give lot of faith. You can have every devata will come and bless you, will give darshan, no doubt about it. So all that is Vachasa Madguna Irana. In that, don't feel shy. Don't feel embarrassed. In this regard, I really appreciate all these Muslims and all. क्रिकेट आज में उनको मैन ऑफ द मैच देते हैं. सबसे पहले वो दे रिमेंबर द गॉड. Our stupid fellows, they I should not say. Last 2 days back, first time I saw in at one of the our Indian fellow who got the man of the match something. He remembered the God. They feel shy about it. Only the Hindus feel. Others are courageously they do. It's a wrong notion. I'm comparatively telling only to tell that. Unhesitatingly. I did my namaskar to the Lord, did I? Let others laugh, but you did it and it helped you. Madguna Iranam. They may be all Nastikas, मेरे को क्या पता फिर. Nastik है तो really you should say it is His grace. Vachasa Madguna Iranam में there should be no hesitation. There should be no doubt. With full confidence we must. Like these classes, continuously we are doing. Whose Krupa? Can it happen without Gurudev's Krupa? Can it happen without the entire Guru Parampara of the Upanishads as well as Bhagavata, whom we are relentlessly every day begging, praying, falling at their feet? Can it happen without the Krishna who is the Bhagavata Swarupa? Madguna Iranam. One word cannot come. How it's going on happening every day, few slokas, both the speaker and listener. How much it is effective, again, it depends on our intensity, our maturity. It slowly happens. It's not overnight. Nobody becomes great Mahatma theoretically, practically, experientially overnight. Time लगता है. थियरी समझने में भी, प्रैक्टिस करने में भी, अनुभव पाने में भी. We see great Mahatmas, but they are not ultimate. They are greater also. Like for us, Gurudev is the ultimate, but there are masters who have more higher level evolved than him. We don't need him. We need Gurudev. Oh, that is enough for us. But they are every Mahatma have somebody who is their gurus. उनके ऊपर वाले है ही. There is no end to that perfections and all. But what I'm saying is Madguna Iranam. For us, their Kripa. Fill the heart always with the Guna of the Lord. If you want to see the Guna of Lord, everything you can see Lord's Guna. Guna means greatness, grandness, glory. In His Guna, the Gunas of kindness, compassion, everything is there. In that Guna, His great ability to manage the entire world is there. And in His Guna, His artistic presence every moment you can see. As I said yesterday, that through the mango or any fruit coming out of the tree is the Bhagavan's action there. So it is his greatness which you have to sing. That's called as Madguna Iranam. Otherwise, the soil becoming a sweet mango, wow. We make the sweet mango soil. Lord makes soil a sweet mango. That's the difference between God and we human beings. Vachasa Madguna Iranam. In that, when you read Puranadi, there you see the avatars, and then you can see the Lord's Gunaganas. Already in the form of Stotra they are done, you can copy them and do enough. If that's not possible, in your own language, in your way, how wonderful Lord Krishna has blessed or taken care of Sudama. That's what. By that time, your heart is getting melted, tender, soft. In that, the Lord's imprint happens. Now the heart is so hard. The ego's imprint is only there. The Lord's imprint is not there. Then how can we become a devotee later on if this beginning has not happened? See that Shishupala, ho kisi ko Bhagwan ne mara, that Jyoti came and merged in him. How kind, compassionate Lord. The Tulsi Raman is so great in that regard. He says, Lord is killing everyone and but giving mukti. Our Lord is so kind. तो ऐसे भगवान को छोड़कर और कहीं क्यों भटक रहे हो मेरे प्यारे? Every 10-20 doha, Tulsidas ji says. They are very beautiful in that text, that aspect. So is it clear? Vachasa madguna iranam. If not, what will happen? Either we will do the dosha iranam of the Lord or our own guna. When we do our guna, we have arrogance. When we do their dosha, we have the hatred. Is it not? So we have to be very careful. And only tune to the God. God's gunas we go on doing. Neither his dosha, nor our dosha, nor our guna. These three need not be there. Only Bhagavad Guna Irana. Don't do the guna dosha of the jiva. Even if they have. Otherwise, attachment. Now, the Russia, Ukraine. There's a huge debate yesterday. What Russia is doing is correct. Hare? No, you and I cannot understand it how, but they have their own standpoints. But people are dying in the war, people die. What are the things led to that eventuality, that yuddha? What is it doing from last 2-3 years? What is the role of Ukraine? अब देखो आप पढ़ोगे ना इट्स वेरी कॉम्प्लिकेटिंग इसलिए गुण दोष जगत का ज़्यादा देखो फंस जाते हैं साधना के लिए आई डोंट नो मुझे नहीं मालूम ही कहना है डोंट गिव एनी ओपिनियंस ओनली वन थिंग भगवान इज ग्रेट माय गॉड इज सो ग्रेट सो आई ओनली रिमेंबर हिम बस this is how we protect from our own mind. We protect from unnecessarily giving chance to people to blame us, pull us down. I like this quality. Vachasa madguna iranam. No hesitation, no shyness, and wholeheartedly you can speak out. And within also, here within you can feel, but Bhagavan specifically saying vachasa with your mouth. And you do the guna iranam of your own children or whomever you love. That's okay. व्यवहार में थोड़ा चलता है उतना भी नहीं तो then you will act curtly. Some of the people I see, they think it's Vedanta, but the common sense of etiquette they don't know. They speak truth very curtly, not knowing that it hurts others. See, if being straightforward that way is the way, then every guru should talk to us so rough and tough, no? Why should he address us lovingly, kindly, compassionately? Is it not? He can speak on the face boldly the truth. Oh, you are stupid fellow, you are in ignorance, you don't have Vivek Vairagya, go and get them. Do they do that? Mavaishtavidvanta nastyapayah. What it all shows is we must, even though we are at a higher level, when we are in Vyavahara, we have to come to the other person's level or the level of common sense Vyavahara, where we have to create that inspiration, that love. Otherwise, it continue becoming curt. Just because we are spiritual or Vedantin, it doesn't mean that we have to become such way hurtingly straightforward. झूठ मत बोलो प्यार से बोलो न ब्रूयात सत्यम अप्रियम ब्रूयात सत्यमेव लेकिन अप्रियम न ब्रूयात No, it's like that. Everything in the world is useless, waste. That is a very painful way of saying. Positive, you say everything in this world is Lord alone. Let us see the Lord. Thing is same, but the first one, what it creates the impression in the listener, and it shows one that person who is speaking is bitterness also. See, spirituality is neither bitter nor dry. Please remember, it is the most sweetest rasa. Whether it is jnana, bhakti, karma, yoga, सब रसस्वरूप है बाबा. Dry नहीं है. Don't become dry in your life. If it's happening, then be careful, something wrong is going on. Vairagya is different. Dryness is different. Intellection is different. Dryness is different. Let's have intellectual knowledge. Let's have vairagya. And yet, we need not be dry. Whom do you love? The great Vasishtha, the Rishi, or Durvasa? Both are the Brahmagnani. Those are both are speaking truth only. But one speaks truth with sweetness covered. Other one is just all the idea. Vachasamadgurenam, Guruna Iranam. Then we saw Mai Arpanam cha Manasaha. Here we were looking at yesterday, Sarva Kama Vivarjanam. So the mana arpita to the Lord. In entire Gita, Maya arpita mano buddhi, Maya arpita, oh, it comes 10, 20 times. And in Bhakti Sadhana, what is to be offered to the Lord is the Antakaran, all the four. Because those four are me, the Jiva, who is separate from the Lord, denying the Lord's grace as well as expression. Lord's grace in us is we serve the world. Lord's expression through us is we enjoy our life fully. Which is blocking these four only. These four have to be offered to the Lord. Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. All of the put together is called Manasaha. Here, my Arpanam cha Manasaha. And when you arpana, you do it sarva kama vivarjanam. Me remember, that means without any apeksha from the Lord, we can offer antakaran to the Lord. That is what we have to do. Then only the taste of selfless devotion comes to us. Why these are all not understandable now? Because two problems. One is what? Desire fulfillment alone is our life, and the indulging with senses alone is the sukha. In that type of habit or notion, we are. है ना? खुद ही खाने वाले को दूसरों को देने से भी उस वो खा रहा है, मेरा उसको दिया मैंने, तो इन दैट आल्सो देयर इज हैप्पीनेस. दैट इज नॉट देयर. दैट इज राक्षस. दैट इज पशु. दैट इज सेल्फिशनेस. This is next level. You can discover joy, in sharing what you have with others, and when others thank or when they enjoy it. That's an evolution. That's the next level. Here also, when Bhagavan says Sarva Kama Vivarjitam or Vivarjanam Manasaha Mayarpanam, is possible and to be made possible. Okay, Mana Arpanam is equal to Sankalpa Vikalpa, all emotions for him. Buddhi Arpanam is always doing Vicharana about him. Chitta Arpanam is all our impressions should be only about the Lord. Aham Arpanam is what? Tvameva Karta, Tvameva Bhokta. Is it not? Do only that activity which he tells through Shastra. That's called he is the Karta. Whatever even we take for our own survival, this I am offering to the Narayana in me. That is called as you are the Bhokta. That is offering of the Ahankara. We told you other day, the four yogas, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga is Chitta Arpana to the Lord. Jnana Yoga is the Ahankara Arpana to the Lord. Buddhi Arpana to the Lord. Then Karma and Bhakti are there. One is Manahankarpana, another is another one. You just relate each of them. So, Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. Mana Arpana is done through the Karma Yoga. Buddhi Arpana is done through Jnana Yoga. Chitta Arpana is done through Ashtanga Yoga. Ahankara Arpana is done through the Bhakti Yoga. And we can feel it. Either you discover that I am the pseudo entity claiming everything, but actually the working is Lord only. That's the highest meditation. Where I understand that I is only for namesake, but everything is His. If you can discover it once for all gone. If that has not happened, the lower ever, each of them we can offer to Him and you can experience it also. Like an object gave to somebody. He has taken it and you are conscious of it. You gave, he took. So too you can offer your mind, buddhi, chitta, ahankara to the Lord. That is the bhakti. Mai arpanam manasaha. Ab kya hai? Our mind is arpana to the jagat, to the people, to the things, to our own whims and fancies. The sign of a person whose antakarana offered to the Lord is it never comes out of the theme called as Lord 24 hours per day. Like a boy gave his mind to the girl. All the time his mind is only at that. That experience to everyone the Lord gives at one stage of life only to indicate better in the same way do it to the Lord. As you did it here. This was born day, that's liberation. When you do it to the Lord. When you give your mind, heart to people, they will break it, masticate it, चटकना शुरू करके खचड़े में फेंक देंगे. But when you give it to the Lord, He will purify it, will beautify it. He will fill those things with Himself and He gives us back to us. That is a great joy. As I told you the other day, especially we talk all this to youth in schools, colleges. अपना जो कुछ भी है सब सबको दे दो, बट अपना मन और दिल सिर्फ अपना लक्ष्य और भगवान को देना, किसी को नहीं देना. They laugh it because they all are at that age. In the time the mind is always running here and there. But that sentence, though they take lightly, after 20, 30 years, as the life grows, they get what it means. You and I are now understanding with so many kicks left and right everywhere that our my mana should be arpita onto the Lord. And again, remember, mind is not totally detached from the world, totally attached to the Lord. Dono nahi mana. In between stage, always it is dukkha. Like Ukraine say, leaving your comfortable place there and boarding Indian Army flight, both are easy. But in between, वहां से इधर तक आने में टेंशन है, पता नहीं कहाँ से बम गिरेगा. In the same way, totally we have not come out of world. One person, two people, one object, something holds on to us. So to totally we have not offered to the Lord is in between thoda hesitation, thoda something we are missing, those sort of things happen. But as we consistently do, then the attachment from the world goes away because world is mithya. Attachment was unrequired. Therefore, it will not pull you for a long time. That's why in the world, anybody you leave them for a month, 2 months, 6 months, then you will slowly see that they also leave you. If you want some of you, do it. Doing also. Is it not? So to the Lord, just like the mind was clinging in attachment with the world with our practice, same mind can hold on to the Lord with devotion with practice. As much now my mind is natural to run into the world the moment I wake up, so much the mind can be naturally going to the Lord the moment I wake up when I practice. That is, Lord says, Mai arpanam cha manasaha. And after doing so, sarva kama varjanam. If you ask kamana, bhakti will not come. Kama rahitya bhakti only real bhakti. And mind you, none of these sadhanas are one moment achievements, which I am saying every day. Not 1 hour achievements, not 1 day achievements, not 1 year or 10 days, 10 years, one life. It may take 10, 20 lives. For so many lives, Bhagavan is giving the project. So today we study and a little we practice and we forget Bhagavat. Again, next janma हम पैदा होंगे, some other Swami will speak or you only will be a speaker. Then you look at it and little more you do. That's how धीरे धीरे होता है. लंबा project है. Not that suddenly it will happen. Okay? Mai arpanam cha manasaha sarvakama vivarjanam. That period where world is going away from us and we are not involving new things and beings in our life, we have to be safe with ourselves. Same time, we should apply it to the Lord. Through variety of sadhanas, then mana arpana to the Lord, you will know it. And any doubt in that regard, you can look in the contemporary world only, the people around you, equal to you in your age, in the age or profession, they are much better placed as regards their mind, offer to the Lord than us. That means more than me or better than me, that person is there. That means I can also jump to that level. And more than that, there are many other people. And you can see the great bhaktas and all. उनका मन तो पूरा भगवान को अर्पित है. They are in the same world which we are living also. Therefore, that is possible. But that impossible thing you have to remove. Think it is possible. Then you can also think we can make it possible. Then study them how they did. Same way you do. You will reach out. Mahajanoyena Gatasa Pantha. क्या है पहली बात बेसिकली ना फर्स्ट वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड आवर लाइफ आवर माइंड वेयर इज इट गुड नो आई एम जस्ट लिटिल कन्विंस्ड अबाउट शास्त्र दैट इट हैज टू बी इन दिस हायर पोजिशन देन डू इट प्रोफेशनली द लाइफ शुड बी लाइक अ डॉक्टर व्हेन ही सीज एनी infecting thing or he just professionally removes it. There's no sympathy or fear or anything because it is obstructing or causing pain or harm to the body. In the same way, for my own evolution, my own this type of personality or habits or traits are obstructions. They're causing harm. Therefore, operation karke nikal. Become sentimental, emotional, then you will not do. Some places we have to be like that. Is it not? Then only we'll be able to come out of some of the clinging attachments. And these are all from many lives we are going through. तो इस जन्म में थोड़ा होता है. बट परमानेंट नहीं रहेगा थोड़ा भगवान का टेस्ट एज यू स्टार्ट गेटिंग नो ऑल दिस स्टार्ट्स गोइंग अवे बट दैट वी हैव टू अगेन वर्क फॉर day in and day out for some decades when we intensely ask the Lord, Lord, give me the taste of the true devotion to you, the taste of the true Chittavritti Nirodha, the taste of what is meaning of Aham Brahmasmi, or at least the taste that Naham Dehosmi. When you ask Him, when you try, when you get that taste, then you will see, ye mazedar hai. Then you become sincerely doing the things. Everybody will have to go through like that. Some share, many don't share. So, beautiful thought of my arpanam cha manasaha sarvakama vivarjanam. So, manavusitankara, so Bhagavan ko and don't expect any. Na sahara bhavamam na yoga siddhi apunar bhavam va. As we studied again and again, kamana is a disease. Need not be that. What you need, the Lord knows. He gives, you enjoy. How simple it is. The children need to ask anything from parents. No, they're parents, Baba. They know what you need. More than you. They have gone through, so too, the Jagan Mata, Jagat Pita, they know what we want. They keep, Puchna is insulting them. Puchna is showing our disrespect to them. Puchna is showing our बेवकूफ़ी. क्या मांगते हो जो दे रहे हैं उसको यूज कर. Chaha is only itching. There's no need of desire. He will provide. Yes, be happy with that, contented. These are all sublime things which will click after long term of deliberation, long time deliberations. Okay, then comes a wonderful shloka, the last one here. Mad arthe artha parityagaha. For my sake, able to give up all the value to the valuable things which we consider valuable. Madarthe artha parityagaha. Madarthe bhogasya parityagaha. Madarthe sukhasya parityagaha. These three. Artha parityaga is equal to your property you will give for some temple land. Land diya mandir bana lo. You have given wealth for some puja, some making of the idols or anything. People are ready to sponsor the idols. But then who will make the walls? उसके लिए भी पैसे चाहिए ना. At one level in the beginning we pay. मैं मूर्ति के लिए देता हूँ मेरे पैसे सिर्फ मूर्ति के लिए. And you give 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees. Then you go and ask, क्या हुआ? I gave money for मूर्ति. हाँ, मूर्ति लेके भाग गया. Name of a person. Not that way. I said this मूर्ति. And I tell you, it happened to me. Now I am out of the. So he gave money. कहा कि मैं तो को ये यज्ञ का ये पैसा है मूर्ति के लिए लगा. हाँ करके they take the कमिटी वाले. Thereafter they use it for some constructing some wall or pillar. I became angry. I gave it Murti. Now later I understood everything is for temple only. They know better. They are making you give them money. If you are insisting on Murti, don't give money then. Murti wale ko de paise. But somebody else will have to give for the wall, no? Of the temple I am saying, wall ho, puja saman ho, sponsoring the pujari ho, regular, all are related to the Lord. Madarthe artha parityaga. He never said you do give money only for the idol. And in the temple, idol is the one, unless very high level, costs less only. Other constructions only take more. And regular maintenance. And all these kumbhabhisheka. ऐसा होता है ना, your wealth giving to the temple, giving to any spiritual activities, more rightly utilized than anything else. And any anatha saranalaya, give for the education, for their own career. और किसी को बेकार में खिलाओ मत बिठा के. That's a sin. Your money is wasted and that person is misguided. These are all gross inventory cases. We not worry much about them. Bhagavan says, Madarte artha parityaga. Say, how miser we are many a times to give money to the Lord. Nowadays, people good, they are doing. And all the ATGs all have come. Black money को free करने के लिए लोग आजकल दे रहे. So all that need not be too much worried about. But that's also one way the Bhagavan can seva हो रहा है. But don't do that. It's not the ultimate. There's a middle stages. Everyone is at different levels of evolution. तो उस लेवल में वही करेंगे वो. हमको हाईएस्ट भी पता चलना है, लोएस्ट लेवल को भी समझकर क्षमा करते जाना है. मदर्थे अर्थ परित्यागः, for the sake of the Lord. Madartha artha parityaga includes, along with the temples, etc., in the prachara of the jnana, prachara of the shastra. Equally sacred both are. The temple remains there for aeons, janma janama, to bless thousands of people in so many generations. That's a great offering. But the jnana also remains in all those jivas for so many lives and it liberates them. So for the bhakti through the temple, for the jnana through the satsanga, when we sponsor and use our wealth, that is much beautifully utilized. Bhagavan khudi likha. Now we have no doubt about it, how we have to utilize our money. Madarte artha parityaga. And I was telling you again and again, all of you, on the name of your children or parents or jinda hai, so koi kisi, somewhere the annadanam should go on. At least one place. Some place of vidya danam should go on. Some place of mandira maintenance should go on. Somewhere some adhyatmikata should go on. Kuch bhi. That is how they are also supported. Our wealth also rightly utilized, and the spirituality is maintained, and our sadhana happens. All in all. And many are doing it. That is why they are all running. Whoever are doing, whether they come to class and all not, Bhagavad Kripa is continuously on them. Therefore, don't stop coming to class and give dana and sit at home. Madarthe artha parityaga is beautiful thing. No, भगवान कह रहे हैं कि तुम्हारा धन मेरे लिए लुटाओ. और what we do is the temple money we eat away. What a Rakshasas, in India, only the Hindu temple's money is taken by the government and all. वो पूछने वाला नहीं. Don't touch the land. Old days, the Raja used to give that land to the mandir, and only mandir ke brahmotsav uske liye hota hai. If the money is excess, then the temple will give as deposit in the law, because that money devotees give for the sake of work of Lord. You only in India में endowment लगा के पैसे लेके सारा, not correct it is. Okay, you take, but every rupee use only for the Bhagwan's work. Only Bhagwan's work. भगवत रिलेटेड प्रजा सेवा. अगेन प्रजा सेवा में भगवत संबंधित ही होना चाहिए. Sometimes the TTD and all, they do good, they sponsor all this. अच्छा हो रहा है. Everywhere it should happen. In fact, in India, if all the wealth of the temple is rightly utilized, Hinduism can spread to the entire world. And more Hindus NRIs, they will come out with so much of dhanam if it is proved to them that it is used for the divine cause. I know 2-3 NRIs. भाई कितना पैसे हम देना चाहते, but I don't find a person who can guarantee me that it is used for spiritual work. I also could not guarantee them. I said मेरे को भी मत देना. Is it not? Madarte artha parishyagah. Next, bhogasya parityagah. So madarte bhoga parityaga is what? When you have to do the Lord's seva, etc. How can you sit in front of TV and have your bhoga? You did bhoga parityaga, therefore you are able in the class. All entertainment enjoyments are bhoga. If you have them, you can never do Bhagavad Seva. Then you can never throughout life will have the devotion or higher things. Bhoga parityaga. Sukha parityaga is that nidra ityadi. Right now, I can't come out and do the seva to God and all. In this regard, in my so many years, I enjoyed so many devotees coming and doing this Artha Bhoga and Sukha Parityaga, and with us, all the so many programs we have conducted. I have more than 50,000, 50, thousands of pictures of last 20 years of so many programs done all over the nation. When I see, I don't have time to see him, but जब भी याद करता हूँ कि people for the sake of Bhagavata and all coming and doing seva, that's the goldenest period of life. That way, ये भी golden है जहाँ दिन भर सत्संग चल रहा है, इसका अपना है, no comparison, but that way it was. The Bhagavad Saptah are done, Gita Saptahs are done, Jnana Yajnas were done, Adhyatmic camps were done, Tirtha Yatras were done. No, at that time, उनके अंदर ना भक्ति का आवेश, that they don't know. If they become aware of deha and pain, they won't come. And those who became aware of, they didn't come. Whoever have not come, they are aware of body and its pains, their attachment to the people, or they want to relax, they want to see TV, means a artha parityaga, bhoga parityaga, sukha parityaga, they could not do. And they could do, they were participating. And more the people were there, more the joy the program used to have. No, even now, I just tell you my experience. When the big programs are conducted by some great Mahatmas, lakhs and lakhs of people go there and do that Artha Bhoga Sab Paritya karke, and that is giving the eternal joy, means always memorable joy it is. दृष्ट फल and अदृष्ट फल तो और बहुत है. No, here Artha Parityaga, Bhoga Parityaga, Sukha Parityaga, as much as possible. And at the final level, all my Artha is Bhagavan ka hai. And no Sukha Bhoga to me for my day. They are the few people who become the pivot and pillar in that organization or with that Mahatma for conducting his work. Mahatma is already into that work. He is meant for that. Lord is working through him. But those who assist him, I am talking about. I have seen some people, 3-4 में उठ गए बस during camps. 4 बजे उठ के नहा के अपने जब ध्यान करके they will organize all satsang all and all. That's what it should continue throughout life, as many lives as possible, till Sukha, Bhoga, and Artha, which three sustain me as Jiva. I have transcended. I gave up. Till it happens, you have to do this. In the bhakti, that's what. Like a mother, Artha, Bhoga, Sukha, she does parityaga for the children. That is her love. We also love the Lord, respect Lord, devotion to the Lord. We have to do the same. That means they don't go together. You want Sukha and Bhoga and Artha, and you want devotion. No, कट्टे नहीं होते. Is it not? No, some of you, now you are doing that Bhagavad Saptah. If you stick to home, I will not go and all. होगा नहीं इतने वृंदावन आदि धाम में रहकर भगवान कृष्ण जहाँ इतने कदम लगाए उस जगह पे रहना ही जन्म धन्यता है. That's what I am saying. That maturity should come where I must know that my Sukha and Bhoga are the ones which are binding me as Jiva. Unless I do Tyaga of them, I can't become Sadhaka, Bhakta. Then little by little, I must learn. Then look, Gurudev, can imagine he has got Sukha Sakti, Bhoga Sakti, Artha Sakti. He has given everything for the great work, grand work. One example for us, Gurudev, enough. Everything you learn, whatever you learn, you want to learn, refer Gurudev, you will get everything. और कहीं जाने की जरूरत नहीं. He is all in all for us. the completeness of personality maturity. Okay? Yeah? Madarte artha parityaga, madarte bhoga parityaga, sukha parityaga. And all of them are done today on Shivaratri day. Artha parityaga, we get all puja abhisheka done in the temple. Bhoga parityaga, today upavasam. Sukha parityaga is no nidra jagaranam. So upavasam, jagaranam and Bhagavat seva with whatever dhana or shakti we have Shivaratri. Every day can be Shivaratri. Is it not? That's how. Yearly Shivaratri is there, Mahasa Shivaratri is there, then Trayodasi Shivaratri is there, or every day you can have. Now, the deeper implication of it is what? The one who is able to give up his sukha and bhoga alone can withdraw the mind's attention and time and apply in his study, in his meditation. Isn't it? Morning half an hour sukha tyaga if we can't do, we will not do our morning study or meditation, no? In the evening also, if sukha tyaga nahi karoge, so you can't listen to Purana Katha. There's no way to grow spiritually, you have to do these three tyagas. Artha, Bhoga, Sukha. There's no way. And what is there in the Artha, Bhoga, Sukha? Is a temporary little pleasures. That's it. And that you have anyway done. Going on doing from so many janma. अब इसको आजमा के देखो. And all of you, I am requestingly ordering you, decide 1 year or 2 year or 3 year or whatever, minimum 1 year, I'll involve in only my spiritual sadhana deeply. Decide that sadhana and don't digress from it, how much ever important it may appear to you. Your regular sadhana is more important than any other entertainment. Other thing, entertainment only, for you and for them. They invite you, you go. What about your regular committed sadhana? You are not responsible there for doing. Somebody is doing. तो तुम क्या गए जरूरत पड़ने जाने का? Those who have no program of their own daily, they have to go when the invitation comes. Otherwise, आके बैठो कुर्सी में, you go and sit like a, why you there somebody doing, you are doing, seeing only. Here you do it yourself. I will not go as a spectator for any program. I will be the participant to do it. Else, I have my own programs, Baba. The spectatorship is for others, those who can't do. You can do your study, you can do your japa, you can do your meditation, you can do your own puja. Why you need to go to temple? This is greater. You do it. If you have spare time, go. How can there be a spare time in general? One who is committed. Anyway, these are all little difference in understanding. We can go to the higher level. It is art. It can be sorted out. It's not so difficult. If at all any doubts are there. So these three are said. Artha Sukha Bhoga Madarthe Parityaga. Last one, Ishtam. All the ishtis, whatever we do. Dattam, all the charities we do. Hutam, all the offerings we do. You know, Hutam can be the Annadana Ityadi or Havan mein Swahakara. Then Japtam, whatever the japas we have done. Madartham, all that you do it for the Lord. He is pleased with all of them. Let him take the phala of all of that. And what you need, I just want him to be pleased. I am here only to please him. With all the possible seva and prema. In that only my fulfillment. What is the fulfillment in Gopikas? In doing seva and prema to the Lord. That's it. Janmadhanya. The rest he will take care. Kuch chahiye to. Then the last two things, yad vratam and tapaha. The vratas, the tapasyas, the japa, the yajna, the dana, the ishti, all of them have to be done for my own sake. Now, this is a shloka which needs to be explained for hours together, but I am only giving you a hint, remaining you do it. ये सब कर सिर्फ भगवान के लिए करना है. करो वेद्य सकलम परस्मै नारायण इति समर्पयामि. एवं धर्मैः मनुष्याणाम् उद्धव आत्मनिवेदिनां मयि संजायते भक्ति. ये उद्धव, in this way, those who are doing all the said sadhanas, which we call as bhakti dharmas, and atmanivedinam, in this way, whatever he earlier thought as his, He thought as for him, the one who has offered all them to me, and he offered himself also to me. Such person only in the heart, Mai Sanjayate Bhakti towards me, the bhakti will be really born, genuine. Just like the Advaita Vedanta Anubhava cannot be put in words, so too this bhakti cannot be put in words. The asakti bhakti, the kamana bhakti, the raga bhakti, the business bhakti, where the kamya upasana ye karte hain, that we can understand, that we do, and that benefit also comes to us. Nothing is our jhut. Even our Purana Shastra, it is said, if you study this stotram, if you do this puja, if you go to this tirtha yatra, these type of your difficulties will go, this type of sukha will come to you, success will come to you, wealth will come to you. If they say, it is 100% true. All that is seeable, tastable. We must see and taste that also. But the other bhakti, which is only tastable, cannot be seeable, is what is mentioned here. Ki Mai Sanjayate Bhakti. Yeah, now 1 minute only I'll analyze. You will count the time also. Ki how a prema also should be with anybody, parents or friends or whatever. Totally you offer yourself, don't ask anything from them. But we are not able to do. Our ego and our desire to expect from them reciprocation goes on giving us misery in the prema. Prema should give ananda, but prema is giving dukkha. Means it's not prema, there's an asakti. Till that final asakti goes away, in every prema Bhagavan gives dukkha only. Even if you get a prema in someone where there is no asakti at all, but that person is not permanent or not Bhagavan. Therefore, that prema, when it is to the Lord, then it is correct. Bhagavan is Nitya, Bhagavan is Shashvata. To the Bhagavan, without any asakti, when you express prema, you are Janmai Dhanya. That's why in the next sentence, Kaha Anyaha Arthaha Asya Avashishyate. While for him in his life, there is another Purushartha to be achieved. Artha means Purushartha means moksha. More than that, there is no moksha for him. Dharmartha Kama he offered to the Lord. Himself he offered to the Lord. He is liberated then. There is no greater moksha or there is no greater thing worthy to be achieved after achieving this thing of Mai Sanjayate Bhakti. How? When this way, Evam Dharmaihi Manushyanam Uddhava Atma Nivedana. With these practices, slowly, slowly, when he reaches to the final level of offering himself to me, in him the inexplicable joy of bhakti, comes out. And like in Jnanam, when you know the Tattva, all samshayas go away, is it not? In the bhakti, this type of bhakti anubhava also, the ultimate bhakti, all these questions and doubts as to why I have to do for the Lord, what will He do for me, can't I do it for the world, what if I also get something and eat, ये सारे जो संशय नहीं रहते वहाँ, is it not? If you have a question why in bhakti or prema, it is not pure prema, it becomes asakti. Love for love's sake alone is love. Love for any other sake is business. Whether you understand it or not, accept it or not, it's a fact. In the same way, the ultimate devotion में सर्वम भगवान को त्याग कर दिया अपने आप को भी, then you don't exist only to expect anything from him. And that is an anokha wala. No, see, there are things not explained here exhaustively, but from that side also the reciprocation comes. In terms of divinizing every of our faculties, in terms of giving, as I tell you, the touch of that highest devotional experience. Everybody asks question, what will be the taste of the devotion or Brahmagnana? And nobody can answer it. And nobody needs answer after experiencing it because they experienced it. नहीं पूछने की जरूरत होती है अनुभव आने के बाद. संशय का निवारण अनुभव से ही होता है. अनुभव के बाद संशय नहीं रहता. अनुभव मिलने तक संशय कोई दूर नहीं कर सकता. But you do that, then you can see it. Like we do for the Shruti Mata and Rishi Parampara, this seva of our satsangas we are doing. This is our loving devotional offering. Keep on doing it. There's no expectation. If they bless and make us more purified and wise, उनके हाथ में कर ले दो, but हम तो सेवा करेंगे यहाँ से. हो गया? Then these 3 shlokas again are very good. Tomorrow we'll see. I thought today we'll complete including some 10-15 shloka, but गाड़ी आगे बैठती नहीं, मैं क्या करूँ, बढ़ती ही नहीं. I can't help it. It's not my mistake. We are going in that way as the Lord is deciding. And with every this analysis, I am sure those who are regularly coming, little wide knowledge and deep knowledge coming, and already heard things. When they are repeatedly heard, the conviction grows. That's how we are getting matured by God's grace through study of Shastras in terms of understanding regarding the goal and means. Thank you. Sarvam Narayana Arpanamom. Purnamada Purnavidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Krishna Chandra Bhagavana ki Jai. Sadgurunath Maharaj ki Jai. Very good. All must be enjoying Shivaratri Upavasa. I don't want to listen to your voice. थके होंगे. I have not maintained Upavasa today.